Okay, the first thing that you need to know is standard temperature and pressure. Okay, that's going to be written as STP. If you see STP, it means standard temperature and pressure. What is this? Well, it's at 0 degrees C, but for our calculations, that would be 273 K. Why? Because the conversion is 273 plus degrees C, which is 0, equals Kelvin. So 0 plus 273 gives us 273 Kelvin. Now our pressure is written in multiple different ways. In America, we use PSI, pounds per square inch. If you go and fill up your tire, it will say PSI on there. But we're the only ones not on the metric system. So for the metric system, they use atmospheres, 1 atm, kilopascals, which is 101.3 kilopascals, or 760 millimeters of mercury. The guy who invented that was Torricelli, so it's also called torr. These guys are all equal. So 760 millimeters of mercury equals 1 atmosphere, which is the same as 101.3 kilopascals. So now we need to understand how to convert these units. So let's say that you have 720 millimeters of mercury, and you need to convert that to atmospheres. Okay? How would we do that? Or the question could say 720 millimeters of mercury is how many atmospheres? Well, this is how we always do our math. That was on my board. Remember, we write down my given and then whoop, whoop, given units to wanted units. And then we just put in what is a true statement, okay? So we have 720 millimeters of mercury, and I need to convert it. Whoop, whoop. Get rid of my millimeters of mercury, and we want to go to atmospheres, and then I look over here. What is true? 1 atmosphere equals 760 millimeters of mercury. So 1 goes with atmosphere, and that is the same as 760 millimeters of mercury. So 720 times the top divided by the bottom. So 720 divided by 760 will give me, so we have 90.95 ATMs. Now I am going to do one more. So let's erase that. Let's say that we have 205 atmospheres. Okay. How much pressure is this? In 205 atmospheres. How much pressure is this in kilopascals? Okay, so we write down our given with units. You guys aren't writing units and then you write your conversions upside down. This unit tells me that whoop whoop, I'm going to convert it, and my atmospheres are going on the bottom and my kilopascals are going on top, and then I just look at what is true. 1 atmosphere equals 101.3 kilopascals. So I put 1 with my atmosphere and 101.3 with my kilopascal. I multiply by the top, I divide by the bottom. You can divide by 1 or you don't have to, it doesn't change it. And let's see what I get. I get 205 times 101.3 equals 20,766.5 My atmospheres goes away, and I'm in kilopascals. Okay, now these are given numbers, so they don't really do our sig figs, but I do have 1, 2, 3 sig figs. So if I wanted to put it in sig figs, I would underline my 1, 2, 3. Does the 6 round the 7? Yes, it does. So it's still 20,000, but now it gets round to 800 kilopascals. Okay, so that would be correct with sig figs.